Today I'm going to make a video on making wine. I got a little bit bored, so I saw some of the videos on YouTube and stuff like that, and I thought, no, that's not the way you make wine. So I'm going to show you a cheap and easy way of making wine. You can use any kind of 100% fruit juice, you know, Welch's or Juicy Juice or whatever, but I just got this on sale. Got it for $1 a bottle. I'm using 8 bottles, that's $8. And you have to have the yeast nutrient, the pectin enzyme, hopefully you can see that, citric acid, some yeast, this is Red Star, and some Campton tablets, plus sugar. You need sugar and water, and I'm going to use a purple book. I don't know if you've heard of the purple book or not, but most of the ingredients on that are just the same. So I'm going to show you how to make a cheap 5 gallons of wine. You know, a lot of people are on low income or whatever, and they can't afford to do alcohol. I'm not trying to promote alcohol or do stuff like that, but I'm just trying to show you how to save a little bit of money on wine coolers. And basically that's what I'm making today, is just wine coolers. Let me see if I can get the camera here. As you can see that this is really a 6-gallon bucket. It's been used quite a few times. I've had it for about 4 or 5 years, and I've made wine over the years, and it's come in pretty handy. But I've got 3 or 4 of these. This is the only 6-gallon bucket I have. I got it from let's see, I can't even think of the place. Should say on here. Yeah, it doesn't. It's just Deluxe Primary Fermented Beer and Wine. But I'll show you how to make some cheap wine. Wine coolers, let me put it like that. I got these on sale for $1 a piece. I'm going to make a little bit of mess on the floor, but it's easy to mop up. Wine's always messy, it seems like. A little bit sticky. This right here, this is kiwi strawberry. So it should make pretty good wine coolers. And this one here is kiwi watermelon. Or strawberry watermelon, excuse me. Fast forward the camera, of course. Edit this out. It's taking a little bit too long. Okay, I use this as a stir stick to put in my stuff. It's sanitized. People want to know how you sanitize your equipment, your buckets, and different things like that. My stir stick. I use this. Easy Clean. It's a food grade sanitizer. You try to sanitize everything because you don't want to ruin your wine. Hopefully you can see that. But I'm going to put in the sugar right now. I'm not going to put in a lot of sugar because this stuff is really sweet to begin with. I'm putting in probably, I don't know, maybe 3 pounds. Stir that in real good. Every time I put in an ingredient, I always stir it. So, get all the clumps out. Right now is not a good day to make wine. This is June 31st, 30th, 31st, something like that, 2016. But usually make wine in the fall. I'm just bored today. I just want to show some people how to make some cheap wine coolers for next year. I'm going to keep this for about a year because I already have wine made. I have plum wine and rhubarb, and I'll show you in another video how to make that. Let's stir that up. There's probably, I don't know, 4, maybe 5 pounds of sugar. And teaspoon. Okay, this right here is citric acid. Sounds harsh, but it's not. I just eyeball it, put like that, like maybe a tablespoon in. Stir that up. I always do a lot of stirring. And the water I use, I get the 5-gallon buckets like from Culligan or whatever it is. You know, you can get them at Walmart or your local stores that sell those 5 gallons of water. Or you can just use bottled water that you get. Finish this off. I wouldn't use tap water. I've done it before. My wine turned out okay, but some places in bigger cities I know you can't drink the water. So I wouldn't do it. Okay, here's a peptic enzyme. I don't know if you can see that or not. I don't want to put too much in there. Got a little hole in there. I usually just eyeball this stuff. This is peptic enzyme. Stir that up. Okay, we got 2 ingredients out of the way. The next one's called the yeast nutrient. Helps with the fermentation. I'll show you what happens in a couple days, and then I'll do you a week. Show you how it's going to look in a week, and then in 2 weeks, and then a month by month. 6 months it should be good to drink, but I'll still rack it 6 more times throughout the year. Okay, now we're going to do the chamomile tablets. You got to crush these up. I'll put in three tablets. But that's what they look like. They're pretty easy to crush. I would show you how to do this, but I don't feel like moving the camera. That one there is a little bit hard. That's what it looks like. Crush this up a little bit better. Will dissolve in the. They'll get soft and dissolve anyway, but because I stir it about once or twice a week for the first week or so. And after that, I just let it sit. Okay, here's the yeast. Get it all. Some people thought you'd use yeast 1 package per gallon, but I use 1 package per batch, and it seems to work out pretty good. Okay, here's my bottled water. Oh, don't splash too much. I'll start cleaning up a mess. I'll take it up to the line. Sometimes I usually use just a siphon hose for this. But hopefully this water is good. It should be. It's out of those machines. Okay, there we go. Probably about 2 gallons, I guess. Not quite 2 gallons, gallon and a half maybe. But it's pretty simple. I think I'm going to add a little bit more sugar. I'm going to probably add another pound and a half of sugar in there. And then basically what you do is you put the top on, you put an airlock on it, open it up every other day, stir it up, and then you rack it 7 to 10 days, and then I rack it in a week, and then every month I'll rack it. That's simple basic winemaking 101. There's going to be strawberry, kiwi, watermelon wine coolers next year. So if you're interested in how to do it, just watch this video. Pretty simple stuff, and I'll keep you informed about how it's doing. Thank you. Okay, this is what the wine coolers look like. I loosened the top up, and it's been 2 days. It's not too fermenting too much. Just stir it up, see what happens. Well, it's going to go over the top. But you can see how the yeast and the sugar is reacting. It's been sitting there for 2 days. Today's July 2nd, 2016. See, good thing I gave it that couple inches of expansion, or else that would have went over the top. Very easily would have made a mess. That's why I have this plastic on the floor. I learned the hard way. Okay, these are going to be wine coolers. That one doesn't smell too bad. Usually they stink. Maybe in a couple more, 3 or 4 more days, it'll smell pretty bad. But that's what it looks like. Sorry about the camera work. I had to bend over. This is what my tea and my wine coolers look like. Let's see, we're going to shake that up a little bit. In there, it's fermenting. And then this one right here is the wine coolers. I probably need to open that one up and stir it. But you can see how that one came off. Yeah. So I'm going to open it up and stir it up. Okay, this is July 5th, 2016. It's been about 6 days. I just loosened up this lid right here and I'm going to stir it up. See how it goes. Okay, that's what it looks like. You can smell the alcohol in it now. It's fermenting. Okay. It's not a very good camera shot, but there it is. I'm going to give it another 4 more days and then I'm going to rack it, let all this stuff settle. You can hear that stuff in there. When I took off that lid, you can smell the alcohol big time. Okay, today's July 8th, 2016, and that's what it looks like. It smells pretty strong, and I'm going to rack it for the first time. I need a 5-gallon jug. This is a 6-gallon jug. It's called a better bottle, and you need a siphon and hose, like that. So I'm going to take the siphon and hose, put it inside there. So that's what it looks like. This is the wine coolers. It takes about 5-10 minutes to fill that up. You can see that. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes, and some people drink this stuff right here, but I wouldn't drink it. It's got to be racked. And, it's got to set for at least 6 months or so. And I'm going to rack it about once a month. But notice how I put that hose in between the handle and this to hold it in place. Because I've learned before, if the hose comes off, it makes a mess. And get down in here and take a look at some of this stuff. You'll see the stuff that I throw away. Watermelon, I think that's what it was. And I didn't get too much waste this time, probably because I stirred it up couple days ago, and it's not a lot. Let me see if I can get a light in there or something. Oop. But you can see the yeast and the sugar and stuff like that settled at the bottom. Throw that away. I usually get 2 or 3 times as much as that, so I know I'm going to get some more stuff when I rack it the next week. I'll do it again, and then after that once a month. So you can see the sugar and the yeast that's settled at the bottom. And really I wouldn't drink that right now, but I saw a lot of videos where people drink it after the first time they rack it, and I wouldn't do it. Here are my wine coolers. Get out of the sun. There's 6 gallons right there. I'm going to siphon it into this 5-gallon bottle. I'm going to have a little bit left over. I'm going to just give that away. I don't want to waste it. But I'm going to siphon that out. And today's July 17th. This will be the second time I rack it. I rack it once a week for 2 weeks, and then once a month for the next 6 months, and then let it set. This is what it looks like when it's being racked. You can see it go down a little bit, and it's going into that empty bottle. I'll show you what's all the settlement in the bottom of this after a week, you know, because I just barely racked it, I think, on the 10th. Got 5 gallons there, and probably 3/4 of a gallon, 3 quarts in that gallon jug. And this is what it looks like. You can see in there. A lot of waste and stuff like that. So I drank that stuff a week ago, and it tasted pretty cloudy and stuff. Probably tastes like prison hooch. I've never been to prison, so that's probably what it tasted like. But this right here, I think I'm just going to give it away. Today's July 12th, 2016, and this is what it looks like. It's been sitting here a couple, 2 or 3 days. Let me shake it up. You can see it's still fermenting. I tried a little bit of this. I usually don't do that, but I saw videos where they drank it after a week, and me personally, it had alcohol content, but it tasted awful. It tasted pretty, I guess, dirty, you know, mucky or whatever. So I guess people do drink that, but I'm going to wait. But I just wanted to tell you what I did. Today's September 4th. It's a Sunday. It's Labor Day weekend. I'm racking this. And we'll rack it again in October sometime. But it's raining outside. A lot of people went camping this weekend and probably getting rained out. This is what my wine coolers look like. And a little bit too much foam though, I think. So this is what the finished product looks like. My wine coolers. I don't know if you can see that. It's too much sunlight. But that's it. Cheers.